Hey guys, what's up? Death Metal Bard here, and time for another 13th Age and Foundry tutorial. So I asked in the 13th Age Discord and the Foundry Discord in the 13th Age channel what kind of tutorial I should kind of do to kind of help people out with it, and one was to make an NPC and one was to kind of do like a simulated battle to kind of show how the escalation die works and things of that nature, which I'm totally fine to do. Now, uh, for NPCs, when it comes to NPCs in 13th Age, uh, they tend to do it more in the aspect of uh, they tend to do it in the aspect of this character, treat them a little bit like an animal companion. Basically, that you get maybe you get like an extra recovery, and you get like a little bit of a background with them. That's usually how a lot of NPCs are kind of written in some of the adventures. But for me, when it comes to making an NPC, I like having NPCs that can hold their own in combat. Not surpass the players, but if they're gonna be joining the players in a fight, especially if you're down a player and you don't want to role play, you don't want to take control of that person's character. I really don't like doing that because I feel like if something happens to their character, that's kind of poopy, you know. So I usually just make like an NPC, and really making an NPC is very quick. I'll actually provide a link to the document that I use to help kind of make the NPCs. Uh, let's. It's called 13th Age Character as NPC or Monster by Are Sorli, and that is on the 13th Age Vault. It's a PDF, so all you gotta do is just click on it, and really, like I said before, the stat block is very simple, very simple. Um, Essentially all you need to do is you put in a level, you put in the role of like what the character would be and the type. You set up initiative, you set up its main attack, if it has like any kind of special hit or like miss effect or whatever, you know if it's like an archer, you give it like a ranged attack. If it's a caster or something, give it like a close quarters attack, or something cool, something that would be cool. So we're gonna make the NPC. So what we do is we go up to here, we go to create actor, and there's two ways. One, you could do it, you could just make like an actual character, but I usually just like doing an NPC. So we're gonna call this person uh no, we'll call this one Robert the Ranger. Something simple. Now obviously I could, like I said, I probably make Robert here into a actual player character. But let's just kind of keep him. He'll be a normal character. He's obviously an archer, and we'll make him a humanoid, so we can still have any kind of race that he can be. Now, obviously, we need to kind of think of what level is he. Well, being that the other characters that I just made right there, as you can tell, are uh, they are level one. Let's just make him a level one. Let's just make him a level one. And in the core book, there is in the core book there is monster creation. I believe is in the core book of 13th Age. So that should give you some help with kind of creating a character, at least for this kind of sense. But on the SRD, which I will also provide a link below to, there is stuff to help create. So his attack bonus would be +6. So let's start with a melee attack. Let's go with short sword. Let's say for example he's got 2 short swords. Now we could just do a d20 +6 versus AC, and we could put, let's say for example, let's say we give him the two-handed attack, right? Let's say he has like the dual wielding attack. So we'll put 2 attacks, and the damage for a first level character for a normal monster is 5. So let's put that as 5 damage. Whoops, that says 6 damage. Now let's give it like a little extra complication. Let's go natural even hit. Make a we'll say make a free. We'll just say target takes additional 5 damage. Yeah, we'll just do that. Something simple. But that's for a melee attack. Robert's a ranger. So let's give him a ranged attack. This will be his longbow attack. And for this one, because he's going to be a ranger, you can bump his thing to damage a little bit more, because that's the thing he's probably going to focus on more. So let's make it 10 damage. Make it something that will feel impactful. And we'll give him a natural 16 plus. And we'll say he can make another longbow attack at different target as free action. Free action or quick action. We'll call it a quick action. Yeah, we'll just do that. Boom. And then we could add like little traits, usually depending on what type of race you decide the character to be. We'll just leave this as normal for now, because that's basically all you really need is something like this. Oh, maybe we should have like a special attack. We'll give him an animal companion. So we'll go Panther attack. Or let's go with Panther Command. And this is not really an attack. This is more of just. This is a. We'll just go here, and we'll just go. Animal companion can make an attack. We'll just something special, and this will be. We'll do this as like a once per battle. So it'll be limited. Or you could, again, you could change it to, dailies, or you could just have it just be as a thing. Actually, didn't mean to do that. But let's just make it again. Okay. Command animal. We'll just do that, and we'll just go. Let's just put it down here now. Just put animal companion can move and attack. Like I said, I just have this as like a means of knowing what kind of actions he can do. Obviously, you could move this to like a trait or like a nastier special. His HP would be 27, which puts him on par with most most characters of that level. So, 17. So, because he's a ranger, let's say he has really good armor, so he's got a 17 in his AC. He's got a 15 for his PD. Again, pretty sturdy character. But his MD is he's not that he's average. He's like an average human, or whatever type of race we want to put him as. Okay, so let's grab up a picture, and let's see. Need a good ranger picture. And we'll go with, yeah, let's just go with a basic human. So it'll be a human ranger. Oh, that's the one with a girl on it. Whatever. Robert, maybe her name is actually Roberta, but she goes by Robert. Or Rob. You can even go with Rob. So let's go with that. I'm just gonna go to her prototype, make sure the name change is there. Shouldn't. Yeah, she's hostile. But we'll put always for everyone. We'll put link actor data, and we'll go with always for owner. That's usually what I do when it comes to rival characters. And there we go. There is Roberta the Ranger. She is now a villain or an NPC that the players can use. And since we gave her an animal companion, it's obviously use an animal. This one is quite simple. You go to the compendium packs right here. You go to the item that says animal companion. You pop that up. And you go with, I believe it should be the first one here. Yeah. Let's see, does it have the... Is it this one? It may not have it. I think it should, though. Oh, here it is. It's an actors. Sorry, it's an actors. I was looking at the wrong spot. Okay. And because, you want to treat this as like a normal-ish style character, let's go with Panther. So we'll just get rid of these, because these aren't really important for us at the moment. It is a normal. It is a troop, I'm pretty sure, and it is a beast. And then we'll just put in a picture of a panther, which I definitely have. I have a ton of tokens. Okay. Okay, let's go with you. And there we go. We got ourselves a panther. We'll just name it Panther. Oh, Anther. Hold on here. There we go. Panther. And we'll link the actor data for that, so that way we'll know it's a thing. We'll make it a friendly. Go to the resources. Again, very, very quick stuff. Hovered by owner or hovered by anyone. Sometimes, you want to have it as for anyone, so that way if you have a... Oh, it did not change. I think it's because I didn't change the token. That's why. Yep. I didn't change the token. Okay. We do that. That should have changed it. I don't think it's going to Oh. There it is. There is our panther. So, there you go. Again, I'm going to include the link to the the little thing that talks about how to make NPCs or monster NPCs for 13th Age. I will put that in the description below. Now let's go to the simulated battle. As you can see here, I made 2 extra characters for Bob the Barbarian. So we got Clara the Cleric and Sarah the Sorcerer. Yes, these you can totally tell that these are quite smart names. I've outdone myself. Let's go to our actors. Let's find some foes that would be fun for them to fight. As you can see here, I've been kind of working on monsters. Let's go with... they're all level 1, so that's not going to be too good. Let's go with... Let's go with Pumpkin Knights. We'll go with like 2 Pumpkin Knights. Because these guys are level 3, so they're going to be really, really tough. And we'll have Panther and Roberta over here, as they are NPCs, but they are allied NPCs. Okay, so let's just kind of scooch everybody over. As you can see, there we go. Don't have any music, but that's fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab all the characters. You're going to right click. As you can see here, there is the toggle combat state, which is shown as the 2 swords with a shield. You click on that, it'll bring up the escalation die. Now the escalation die is very important. It is like a key feature in 13th Age, and I will kind of go over what it is in a moment. Where is the deselect? There we go. It is very important, and I will go over them in a minute. Let's unpause the game so we can kind of get everything going. Now, obviously, you would, characters would kind of roll their own characters, or you can go to the top here, it'll roll all. And as you can see there, Bob did pretty damn good. And we go right click here, we can go to, it'll pop out the little tracker for us. And so let's begin combat. Bob will be first. Bob, as a barbarian, he's going to rush up to this Pumpkin Knight. He's going to target him by pressing T. And we're going to basically click Rage, which is a quick attack. This is a quick action to do, and he will use his Rage. And he crit! Wow! Bob already bringing the heat. Already bringing the heat onto the Pumpkin Knights. That is very nice. We apply the damage here. 21 hit points already taken out by Bob the Barbarian. That's pretty cool. I might have to increase the combat a little bit. Now the Pumpkin Knight is next. He's going to attack Bob. You target for T. And he's going to use his axe. And I'm pretty sure the 16 will hit Bob's AC. Yep, it hits right on it. So Bob will take 10 damage. Which certainly hit pretty hard for old Bob there. Now the other one, he's going to... let's see. He's going to throw a hatchet at the sorcerer. And he will crit her. My goodness gracious. And she is now staggered. Whew, that is not good for her. Because it is now her turn, she's going to move over here, and she's going to gather power. I don't think it has a gather power thing. So what we're going to do is she's going to gather power, and that will be her action. Obviously, as you can see here, there's two pumpkin knights, but really, I only with enemies in 13th Age, you don't really need to have another. Uh, you don't really need to have them roll their own initiatives. Usually, you just let it's called the group initiative. So usually, if they're enemies of the same type, they'll just go together. They'll just go into whatever initiative. So basically, Pumpkin Knight here, he would go and then he would go because they're the same type. But if there's different types, obviously you do different initiatives. Now let's do Roberta. Roberta's going to come up here. She's going to basically try to intercept this Pumpkin Knight because the sorcerer got hit pretty hard. So she's going to use her longbow on him. And she will definitely hit. Yeah, see, definitely hit. And was that a natural 16? Nope, it was a 12. So she doesn't get to make another attack as a quick action. But he does take 10 damage. Then we go to our panther friend. Or if you want, you could, say command animal. Again, if you're doing it like NPC terms, this one, I would just call this like a free action or like another quick action. So the panther's going to run up, and the panther is going to, I don't know why all that stuff is there still, but that's okay. Oh, they act before the ranger. Oh, then it should be. Yeah, again, this is just a simulated combat. 20 will not hit. Will it hit? No, I think it does hit. Yep, it does hit. So it'll take 7 damage from that, and its crit range does not expand because, the Pumpkin Knight has a higher initiative. But 7 damage, which would certainly hit pretty hard. Now we have Clara the Cleric. Now, obviously, Clara the Cleric is going to do what clerics do. Doobie-doo. She's going to heal her friend. She's going to heal. It's a quick action, and so once per battle. So she's going to click heal. And Sarah is going to use a recovery. And I believe it's a normal one. So not free. She is no longer staggered. Very nice. Very nice, Clara. Now, that was only a close quarter spell, and it was a quick action. So she can still do an attack. So what Clara is going to do is she's going to go here. She's going to target the one that Bob was fighting. She's going to use Javelin of Faith on him. Uh, 17 versus PD. Let's see. I think that would... Yeah, that hits. So, that will be 7 holy damage to that bad Pumpkin Knight, which staggers him, which really wrecks him really hard. And with that, we go to Escalation 1. Now, as I said, the escalation die is super important because in 13th Age, battles should feel like they're turning into the player's favor. That's not to say make the battles easy, but as the fight goes on, the players should start to get an edge over the enemies. So the escalation die, which if you're playing in person would be a big D6, but obviously on online, we just have a nice little automated right here. What that means is now the players get a +1 to their attacks. So now they're going to be rolling what they have before, +1. And so on and so forth up to D6. 6 is the normal kind of exceeded the maximum that the escalation die can go. However, there are some talents that can bump it up to a higher escalation. And I believe it is in the system. If you go here, I believe if you go here, you go to your configure settings, you go to system settings, you can change it here. I believe you can change it here. You can change it to unlimited. And that means that, it can go as high as you want it to go. So if you want to go real crazy, you can put it up to escalation 10 if you're doing like a crazy over the top epic wave battle or what have you. Anyway, it is now Bob's turn, and Bob is going to again, he's raging, he's mad, and he's going to crit again from the look of it. Oh my god. Nope, no crit. No crit. But he certainly did. Is that no 17? Oh no, 17 doesn't hit. Huh. Interesting. I would have thought he hit. Oh well. He didn't hit, but 1 damage for miss. Now we go to the Pumpkin Knights, who is going to hit Bob here with an axe again. And he's going to crit on him. Oh my goodness. This fight is doing better than most of my normal fights. Okay. That's going to crit him. Oh my god, that knocked him out. He's not dead because you have to be half of your maximum to be dead. So right now he is unconscious. He's not dead yet. But the Pumpkin Knights are certainly feeling pretty damn good now that they took care of the Barbarian. Now, Sarah, if you remember, Sarah, we had her empowered. So now she is going to attack. We go down here. As you can see, I have a lightning fork. So let's see if she hits. Ooh, I don't think that's going to hit. Ooh, that definitely did not hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She just wasted a spell. Uh-oh. Which happens. It happens. But yes, so instead of it being... So it would just be 10. So let's just do 10. That still hits it pretty decently. But that will be all of her moves. Womp womp. Okay, Roberta is going to target... Actually, it should be the Panther first. So let's do the Panther first. The Panther is going to claw at the Pumpkin Knight and miss horribly. Miss horribly. Part of the course. Anyway, Roberta is going to target, and she's going to shoot her longbow. And she will definitely hit. See? Definitely hit. I always like to check to make sure. So 10 damage. And was that? Nope, that was not a natural 16. So that will... Whoops. That will kill. This Pumpkin Knight is super dead. So we'll just do that. He is not staggered. He's dead. And that will be her turn. Clara is going to... she's going to move and intercept this Pumpkin Knight. And she is going to use... let's see. Do I want her to use... No, she'll just use a heal. She'll just use a heal on Bob here. So Bob, what I like to do is I usually just go to 0. Have him go to 0. Then have him roll. So he is back up. He's no longer... He's staggered. but he's back up, and she is going to use her. Yeah, it's a standard. She's going to use Hammer of Faith. So her basic melee is going to be. What's a standard daily? Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. That's what she'll do. She'll just do that. I probably should have did that first, but that's okay. So now it is Bob's turn. Bob's gonna intercept this guy, and usually when a character is down, I usually don't let them continue to rage because you're kind of out of the fight. So he would just do a normal attack, which I think is not going to hit at all. But that's okay. Poor Bob. He was doing so well, but the Pumpkin Knights are like, this guy's trouble. We need to get rid of him. The Pumpkin Knight is going to. I think the Pumpkin Knight is going to attempt to disengage. So monsters don't really get normal disengage like the players do. So what I like to do is I just roll a d20, and if it's 11 or higher, they get to move, disengage. And as you can see, he can't disengage. However, because I am a GM, I can say he's still going to run away anyway. So that will give the players the chance to attack. So we're going to give Bob the chance to hit. I think a 13. Yeah, that hits. And that is 5 damage. So that will certainly hit. And you know what? The Panther was right next to the Pumpkin Knight as well. Let's have the Panther roll as well. And the Panther rolls really good. Gives it good old 8 damage. Oh, I don't think it rolled. Oh, it rolled on the Panther. It rolled on the Panther. That's okay. Apply his healing, because the Panther should be totally fine. Apply the damage for Pumpkin Knight. Sarah the Sorcerer, it is your turn. She's going to move up, and she has a lot of ranged attacks. So let's give her. She's going to use Chaos Bolt. And it really. Come on. That 11 sadly does not hit. So sad. Random. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like when you gather power, you roll on your benefit, which I did not do for her. So let's do that now. She deals at level damage to one nearby enemy, so she'll deal additional 1 damage. That's fine. Loosey-goosey battle. All right. Roberta is going to come up a little bit. She's going to shoot with that longbow. And she hits 10 damage. The Pumpkin Knight is pretty close to getting taken out. And again, should have been the Panther first, but that's okay. Ooh, I think that'll hit. Nope. So close. Alright, Clara, your turn. Clara is going to run straight up, and she is going to smack. She's going to smack the shit out of it with her hammer. That's going to hit. Now, if you remember, Hammer of Faith, until the end of the battle, her basic melee attack uses D12. So it is not going to be a D8. It's going to be a D12. So let's roll 1D12. And it's going to did worse. But even then, that 4, still enough. She defeats the Pumpkin Knight. It is now the end of combat. As you can tell, again, Escalation 2, this was a very short combat, but as a GM, you can throw in more monsters, you can throw in waves, and of course, mooks. Mooks help tons with getting the escalation die up to a higher number. So, I hope that this certainly helped. Let's get Bob here back up. And yeah, that'll be the end of this little tutorial. I hope this helped. I'll provide, like I said, links to things below. So, thanks for watching.